the dry cleaning and all that stuff. So when Robert and Cleo would call me, I was like, oh man, I'll be getting coffee for them, and they're gonna be doing all this kind of stuff. But no, when I came, it was a lot different. It surpassed my expectations. It was unbelievable. It was awesome. I mean, I learned so much. My skills that I gained were unbelievable. Like how to dress, how to speak to people, just keeping up with people via email, and how it helps, and the thing that, like the program that took us to, the family panel for Head Start in the beginning was awesome. The people I got to meet a family from Grafton, which is great, and that was cool. And then the connections we got to make, and Javier and Norma, and when they took me to the mariachi thing, and having introduced me to Hinojosa, and then Ronnie Rodriguez got me connected with workforce in Austin, and Cleo too. So that was cool, and today I got to meet Hinojosa, that was awesome too. But I mean, we went to New York, that was cool. I never thought I'd go to New York, especially this young, that was awesome. But what really impacted my life, I think about, and what really helped me about this internship was in North Carolina when we were with AFOP. That was so cool because it not only showed me how the migrant camps are, but it reassured me on what my passion is and why I became a social worker. Why I became a social worker. I forgot to spit out the gum. Why I became a social worker, and but I mean the love that I have for helping people. When I saw there was a 14-year-old kid that was at a camp, and when he was talking to us, he was just, I mean, he couldn't complain. He asked him how he felt about coming to work and living in the camp, and he really couldn't say much, and I can relate to that because when they'd ask me how I felt about working in the fields, I really couldn't complain. It's life, you have to do it. But I mean, when I came back, I was talking to Norma the other day, and I was already thinking about ways to bring kids from back home to North Carolina, show them the camps, and maybe get them interested in doing what I'm doing what I want to do, and what Norma's doing, and what Cleo's doing, and most of y'all here are doing, and helping migrant kids and migrant families. So my brother's a social worker, so we're planning on ways to fundraise to bring kids from the valley, just because the valley is one of the most places where there's a lot of poverty in the nation, and just so they could know that there's more to life as well, and they could keep on going with their studies and help people. And then we're also talking about a lot of children in the fields and children and the way we need to get them out. And I figured the way we need to get them out, the way to help them is getting the kids that are working in the fields into the government. And the way also, the way to do that is putting them in summer programs, or instead of paying their families, put them in summer programs and educating them and teaching them about the government, how it works. So maybe they'll have that drive that I have and that Norma and a lot of us have here to help with themselves and get them out of this. Or when they're older, they might want to go into the government. So I mean, my mind is going with ideas that I want to do already, and just thanks to this internship. And I just want to say, Cleo, thank you, and Robert and Norma and Jaime for taking me in, and Javier, all of y'all, Georgette for the camera. It's so cool, and just thank all of y'all.